Don't move. Turn your fantasy football into reality. Here's CJ.
Hey, welcome back. I'm CJ. Welcome to the Dirty Landry Experience. I hope your team is unbeaten. I hope you're in first place, and I hope you're rocking and rolling and having a great fantasy season, just like me. Every one of my teams is unbeaten. Oh yeah, that's sorry that I wrote that prior to the start of the season. I'm doing okay. How are you doing so far? All right. Okay. Is everything good? All right. But don't tank. Remember, which is what we want to talk about today. I had a message from a friend of mine. He says, "Yeah, I'm in a league where a guy played three active players this week." I said, "Why?" And he says, "Because he wants to lose, because he wants to draft a quarterback next year. So he intentionally is losing games and leaving good players on the bench." Wow. So they had a league vote and they booted him. Good for them. Good for you guys. I like it, right? Because, tanking's one thing. I mean, if you trade your players, but at least play your best players and try to win every week. I mean, what week are we in here? I mean, it's early in the season. I mean, if you're going to tank a game, do it later in the year or whatever, but I really have a distaste for that. So what we've done in a lot of our leagues to kind of prevent that garbage from happening is you have to win the B side in order to have a chance to get top pick in the rookie draft. This is for dynasty, keeper, or whatever. So you have to at least try to get and how we determine this sometimes you teams are just bad and you can't win, and we get that. But your maximum points that you could possibly get versus the points you actually get, that difference is sometimes what we base the draft pick on. You might get first pick in the draft even though that you didn't finish last in your league, simply because the maximum points that you got was within maybe 10% of what your total could be, which is good. Because even the first place team hardly ever is within 10% of their maximum points, the points they actually get. I mean, that's tough to consistently be playing the best possible combination every week. You try, but how often does that happen? I mean, you look at the sleeper app and they tell you every week, hey, I had 83% of my maximum possible points on my team last week, and I won. I was the top scoring team in the league, and I'm in, first place. But, I mean, there's weeks where I've only gotten 60% and I've still won. And there's weeks where I've had 85% and I've lost. So, but at least I'm trying to win, and that's the whole idea of this, is to have some fun, and there's nothing more fun than winning. I mean, the drafts are great and trades are great, and the off season I think is probably more entertaining than the actual season. I mean, the promise of what's to come and making deals during the draft and all that, it's a good feeling and it's fun, and it's a great way to spend some time with some people, some quality individuals like yourself, who are just trying to have some fun. But in some leagues, there's money involved here. So why would you put your money out and just consistently lose, lose, lose? I've been doing this for like over 40 years, and I've seen people win championships and then the next year come close, but winning twice in a row is extremely difficult. No matter what size league it is, 8, 10, 12, in a 10-team league, in theory, you should win that once every 10 years. So you should be trying all the time. Eventually, you're going to win because you're going to be rewarded. But don't intentionally lose. I mean, if you intentionally lose a game, why would you do that? It hurts me. Like, let's say that you're playing another guy and you intentionally lose that game, and that guy now finishes ahead of me, and I was trying to win, and I'm playing another guy who's trying to win. So it isn't just for your benefit, it's for the benefit of the whole league. Because if one person starts tanking, another person will go, what's your reason? You tell them, oh yeah, well, I'm going to tank too. And then all of a sudden you've got these super teams at the top, terrible teams at the bottom who have no chance of winning for years. Those people walk away, and there goes the league. Just push the button, boom, there goes everything right there. So as far as health of your league is concerned, figure out ways to stop people from tanking, figure out ways to make it competitive, and try to have as close a spread from top to bottom as you possibly can. That's how leagues last 10 years. I'm in one league. I've been in this league for 8 years. We have 8 different winners. What does that tell you? Right? Strong. That's what we are. We're strong, right? You and me, we're going to take on the world of fantasy sports. Anyway, don't tank. It's beneath you. So I'm CJ. Send your comments. I'd be interested to hear about your comments on tanking. Rip me apart. I don't care. You're not going to change my opinion. Maybe I can change yours. I'm CJ. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Just win, baby. Just win.